Hey guys, 777X Miracle or Microwave Turtle here with a little story time. And this is how I broke my hand. And these are the original x-rays. The x-rays of my hands from one of my first visits. And as you guys can see, I'm still on a splint. So, I bet people are wondering, hey dude, how did you break your hand? Why did you do it? And okay, nobody really thought that, but you know what? I don't care. I feel like telling a little story time anyways. So, what happened was the day before Thanksgiving, I had a meeting with an ex longtime partner of mine, right? And said meeting was set to be the last time that I see this person. So, I did it. You know what I mean? They wanted to drop stuff off, yada yada, and I do that, and I head home. Now I'm not gonna lie though, that stuff was hefty on me. I really liked this person, so this being set to be the last time I would see this person, it sucked. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna lie, I made a very, very big mistake. One that I advise everybody to avoid at all cost. But in my saddened state, I decided to try to drink to feel better. I took a fireball before heading home. I just went like it was nothing, dude. And I got tipsy. You know what I mean? Now, here's the thing. I've never been a very reactionary person. I'm not a reactionary person. However, due to, the recent sessions with my therapist, I had been starting to try to feel emotion more, specifically negative emotions, because I had a very, have a very bad history of suppressing said negative emotions. You know what I mean? So the therapist wanted me to feel more, and I guess it was just really inappropriate timing, you know what I mean, with everything going on for me to do such a silly thing. And a big thing that I was trying to get into at the time was boxing. So drinking, being upset, developing anger issues, boxing. Not a good combo. And so I get home, and this is all the exact day before Thanksgiving, right? And so, um, the day before Thanksgiving, when I get home, my room was ugly. It was messy. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But I was planning on having friends over in my room for Thanksgiving. We're gonna have a Friendsgiving together. And so my mom starts hassling me about it, saying, hey, no guests over until the room is clean. Now, a big thing is when it comes to me and my family, if we're irritated, we will argue over stuff that we agree on. You feel me? It's not a good thing. It's a habit that I think we are all slowly working our way out of. But we will literally, like, and I'm not joking, we will argue over stuff that we agree on. And that was the case, you know. I was tipsy, my mom was stressed out from her own bad day, and we started arguing because she was hassling me for cleaning, and I was like, I'm gonna clean. I already said I'm gonna clean. Leave me alone, mom. I just went through a stressful day and I was drunk. I'm very lightweight, so one shot's all I need. And so my mom kept pressing me, and I tried closing the door to ignore her, but I was too pissed off, and she was having her own bad day, so she just kept going, and I got really overwhelmed. And so this is what happened. I punched the wall, right? And you're like, okay, Jose, why would you just want to make a full video dedicated to talking about you punching a wall because that's not where the story ends. My hand, that was like, oh my gosh, that was so long ago. That was over a month ago, and I'm still in a splint. So, people might be curious, like, what happened? Normally, these things take a couple weeks, maybe a month at most to heal, but it's been like a month and a couple of weeks extra. You know what I mean? So, let me tell you what happened. I go to the ER, and we get the X-rays done to see what I got, and what I got was what's commonly known as a boxer's fracture. Now I have the pictures here of it. Yeah, dude. You can't really see it. I'm sorry, guys. My thing's always pretty blurry, but um, maybe you can see it better in this one. But you see how on my pinky and it's bent up on that metacarpal, the fifth metacarpal right there. Yeah, you can see it best here. Um, Actually, never mind. You can't really see it good with the camera. Point is, the pinky bone snapped. The metacarpal was messed up like Uber. Um, and I think I have a better picture of it here from my second set of X-rays. Um, Here you can clearly see it snapped and folded here, but it gets so much worse when you look at this X-ray. Oh my goodness! You see how it just completely is in like a different area. Like holy moly, that's uber bad, right? So they gave me two options. It's either they run a wire through my hand, keeping it together, or they put a screw. So the thing with the wire is the wire would take significantly longer to heal, and I would have a wire sticking out of my hand. And I was like, it's my senior year. I want to do stuff my senior year. I just got a job. I'm thinking, man, whatever gets me back to work sooner. So, of course, I'll take the screw, which is, they just put a screw in. Couple weeks of recovery time, boom, I'm back to work. Oh, how very wrong I was. So, they got the screw in successfully, right? The surgery for it happened, and, I have some x-ray right here. Boom. Wah, wah, boom. Yeah, you can barely see it on this one, but boom. There you go. See it better in this one. The screw in the hand. However, this isn't the pictures of the post surgery. For some reason, I just can't find those x rays. But this is from the follow up, which I had on December 30th, right? They're like, hey, your hand seems to be healing well, but something seemed a bit off. So they ran some x rays to make sure everything was okay. It was not okay. So they looked at it and they said, hey guys, seems like the screw is poking out the top a little bit. What happened there, right? So they take a closer look and you can barely see it right there. But clearly the screw is sticking out to some extent or something, right? But then they looked at it here and that's when they realized, oh dang, the knuckle, yes, my knuckle fell off. Literally fell off. And then it started drifting downwards into the hand, as you can barely but somewhat see here. And let me tell you, dude, it hurt. Like, it did not feel good because, yes, I could indeed feel the screw, like, digging into, muscle and skin and stuff. It hurt like hell, dude. So, I had to schedule a surgery for 5 in the morning the very next day. And the doctors, they were straight up with me. They were like, hey, man, um, we can try to put the screw back in, seeing how bad it is. Or we can give you a new screw, or we can do a wire. It's not really a choice anymore. It's kind of just, we're going to cut you open, and whatever's best, we're going to do. And so that's what they did. They, cut my hand open again on New Year's Day, because I had surgery on New Year's Day, and they, put my knuckle back into place. They grab all the bone pieces, stick it back together yet again, and to my dismay, sadly, um, they needed to put the wire back in. As you can see in this x-ray right here, this black piece sticking through my hand, that's the wire. And so currently, that is what is in my cast. It's my hand with a wire going through the metacarpal out. And so right now, there is a metal wire in my hand sticking out underneath this splint. So yeah. Now here's the thing though. When I broke it, um, I was still in school, right? And I got the surgery the week before winter break, which means recovery time. Everybody, including the nurses, all suggested I take 2 weeks off. And I'm like, that's perfect, except for one thing, the week before spring break is finals week. So, in like the last 2 or 3 days of that last week before my surgery, before winter break, or before finals week, I had to get all my finals done. And I rushed, I grinded. But there was one I couldn't get done, which I agreed that I would do when I get back from winter break. But clearly, that's not going to happen. I just had another surgery. I'm going to be stuck home in recovery for another like week and a half. So, that means this upcoming Monday or Tuesday, I don't remember when school starts again. I'm not going to school, and that's kind of sucky. So, my 2 week long winter break kind of got turned into like a 5 week long winter break, like a month and then some. And even when I get back from school, I'm not going to be able to do anything because before I could try to write with the hand, and even though I shouldn't have been writing with the hand, I was like, screw it, screw my broken hand, I can manage it. With this wire, I can't even risk it anymore, and I can barely use the computer. So when I get back from school, or get back from, my bad, word vomit. When I get back to school, I'm still barely going to be doing anything at all. And it really sucks because I'm not going to lie, y'all, being cooped up in the house, I'm a very social person, dog. Being alone, especially with a lot of like recent life events, that stuff's very heavy on me. So being cooped up in my house is very sucky. And I don't know. I know it doesn't make sense, but I was actually looking forward to actually like doing stuff my senior year, but it seems like that's just all over for now at least until a couple like a month or so pass and then my hands healed again. So I guess hopefully if anybody takes away anything from this video, it's don't drink when you're upset. Find better, healthier coping skills. Please do not punch things. I don't even normally do that. This is like the first time that I've ever like reacted to something by like throwing fists. I partially blame the alcohol, but at the end of the day, it was still my decision to pick up my fist and carry it through the wall. Um, the wall always wins, by the way, guys. Doesn't matter. So, yeah, guys, that's how my 2 week long winter break turned into a month and a week, or a month and 2 weeks. I don't know. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the little story time, the little yap session. Um, I'm gonna have a lot more exciting story times to share with you guys pretty soon. I've had some crazy stuff happen. I got a lot of funny story times. I got a whole bunch of stuff that like a whole bunch of content that I want to make on here. But yeah, and I know that the quality of these videos aren't really the best right now. Um, I just got a webcam, and if you look through my videos, you can tell that, like, yeah, I can edit videos on some basic level. So you're probably like, hey man, why are you being lazy on these ones? Why are you just kind of recording yourself yapping and then just slapping it out there? Um, I'm just more comfortable this way. You know what I mean? Maybe when I have more like time and a better hand to edit with, I'll make better edited videos and whatnot. But until then, I don't know. This is kind of just what I like to do. Like, I've always liked that the early 2000 or like the late 2000s, early 2010s era kind of blog internet culture. You know what I mean? The crummy tiny little webcams and like a really amateur feel, I guess. Um, so, but yeah. Whew. Anyways, I think I've talked my own ears off enough for tonight. If you guys like the video and if you guys want more content like this, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. All of that. And thank you guys so much for watching. If anybody watches all the way through, you are goated. You are awesome sauce. And I love you. Don't get it twisted and have some sort of parasocial relationship with me. We do not have a relationship, but I appreciate the effort that you may have taken out of your day to look at my video and listen to what I have to say. And I appreciate that. And I have love for you, even though I may not be able to give it to you directly. Thank you for watching. Um, Doodles!